How to be an attractive man every woman wants. What do women really want? Is a question that men have been asking themselves for decades, if not hundreds of years. Because every single woman will have different and subjective criteria for choosing a partner, trying to come up with a universal answer can be daunting and confusing. But the truth is, regardless of whether or not you have the perfect smile or the perfect height, there are certain things women do want almost universally. They just happen to be the inner qualities of a person. By promoting a positive personality, avoiding negative qualities, and treating women right, any man can be the kind of guy every girl wants. Hey, are you new to the channel? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications for more interesting videos from us. Okay, here's the truth. Not all men are born with good looks and charm. In fact, lots of guys are born with neither. But does that mean you're fated to spend your life alone in your apartment with only Netflix and your dog to keep you company? Absolutely not. Do you want to be the man that every woman wants? Attracting women isn't that difficult as it seems. Men are just habitual in using the tricks that aren't natural. Women can tell what's real and what's not. So, it's paramount to be a man, not a boy. And it's even more important to be one and not act like one. It doesn't take a woman long to judge you beyond the well-rehearsed demeanor you put forth. She knows precisely how much of it is pretense. The guy who gets all the women is just a notch above you. That position isn't unattainable. Becoming the man every woman wants isn't that difficult. We agree women are not easy to crack, but you don't have to crack them at all. Rather, just be who you are and don't let anyone overpower your vibe. The brainchild behind this video is to not answer the million-dollar question, but to make you realize that this isn't that difficult. This isn't the maths question you couldn't solve. It's simple. This is how you can claim the top spot. 1. Be confident. The benefits of being confident are nearly endless. Greater happiness in life, freedom from anxiety, and reduced stress levels, not to mention greater self-worth. People who are around confident people also reap the benefits. Their interactions with you will be more relaxed, comfortable, and enjoyable, and they'll be able to trust and respect you more. All other things unchanged, if it's between someone who is confident and someone who is anxious all the time, most women would prefer to be with a guy who's confident. Show confidence by exhibiting good posture, stand up straight, smile, make good eye contact, take more space, don't fidget, and be open with your stance. Remember what makes you great. You do in fact have lots of skills, talents, and points. Make a list of these things for your reference and look them over from time to time as a reminder. If you start to feel negative about yourself, give yourself a pep talk. Hey man, so what if you don't have a six-pack? You have an A in math, you have a nice smile, you're funny, you just got a job as a lifeguard for the summer, you have really good friends, and you're a really good shortstop. You have a lot of things going for you. The importance of confidence in getting women to be attracted to you cannot be overemphasized. 2. Be adventurous. Girls like guys who can tell them interesting stories about things they've done and seen, and many girls will enjoy getting to experience these things with you. By doing lots of things, you'll be enriching yourself as a person, learning new skills and information on the kinds of things you do and don't like. Try new foods, new sports, crafting like woodworking and welding, programming, and sewing, anything that piques your interest. Don't get caught up in the notion that certain hobbies are for girls or boys only. The idea that certain things are only for one gender or the other is all the result of cultural conditioning, and there's nothing wrong with a boy learning to knit or skydive or whatever he wants to do. 3. Don't be a flirt. Some men make the mistake of thinking that being a ladies' man means flirting with all the women they're around, even if their date is present, or bragging about previous girls they've dated. What this really communicates to women is that you don't respect them, particularly not the girl you should actually be trying to charm. At the very least, you need to not engage in this sort of behavior in your date's presence, but preferably you should not do it at all. You should never, ever catcall a woman, that is, whistle or make inappropriate sexual comments to women on the street. This is not a compliment, but a form of sexual harassment. 4. Avoid unnecessary arguments. Although there is a lot of talk about two people needing to have some kind of chemistry, being on a date or in a relationship should not feel like being in a debate class. Many people find arguing to be stressful and unpleasant, and you don't want to give the impression that you're judging. Wait until your relationship has become more established before getting into philosophical debates, and instead let things go and switch topics if things become too heated. Brainstorm a number of interesting topics that you two can talk about beforehand, like where she grew up, or what kinds of hobbies you two like, your favorite vacation destinations, that sort of thing. Telling a woman what to do, how to do, or why to do something, especially when you are ignoring her own life experiences in favor of a man's, is often referred to as mansplaining. It's considered unattractive and disrespectful. 5. Don't be overly cheap. Most women will not expect you to spend indiscriminately, but if you take a girl on her first date to your favorite fast food joint or ask her to pay half at a very expensive restaurant that you suggested, she may think less of you for that. Think about it. A date is a chance to show her that you think she's special and to treat her so. If you act cheap, you're communicating that you don't value her or your potential relationship with her. Avoid mentioning words like saving and budget for the first few dates. Plan your dates wisely. You can pick restaurants that you know have a menu in a price range you can afford by looking them up online first or choosing to eat at lunchtime instead of dinner. You can also try making dates that might be cheaper overall, like making a romantic picnic in the park or taking her out to a famous local destination for sightseeing instead of eating. 6. Treat everyone around you well. Whether you're at work, on a date, or at school, be careful that you treat everyone around you with a minimum level of respect. This means don't pick fights, yell, insult people, act egotistical, and in general avoid copying an antagonistic attitude. Women are often watching how you treat other people around you, and not just them, to get a feel for how you might treat them later on or people they care about. This includes people serving you, like wait staff or salespeople. If you find yourself in a situation where you're getting upset because something didn't go right, say you waited an hour for your food to come, and when it did it was cold, take a few deep and slow breaths before speaking in an even, calm voice. Politely say, "I'd like to speak to a manager." When they arrive, without blaming anyone, explain the exact problem and why you are so upset before asking them to please do what they can to make it right. Trust me, women put their hands on their chest and wear very big smiles for this kind of men. 7. Power of compliments. Everybody likes to hear that they're liked and why someone finds them attractive. It's a good way to boost her self-esteem and make her feel special. Be sure that your compliments are specific. Instead of saying, "I think you're beautiful," which she has probably heard before and is very vague, try saying, "I like your freckles, I think they're cute," or "I love your perfume, it makes you smell so good." Compliments that take note of both her inner and outer qualities, like "that dress looks great on you, it really brings out the color of your eyes," are especially good. This compliments not just her physical features, but also her choice of dress, and therefore her decision-making abilities. Women want to be valued for their minds as well as their physical bodies. Avoid comments that are sexual in nature until you are in a much more established relationship. You should wait until after the second or third date at least. Many women will not be comfortable receiving overt sexual attention too early on, and it's better to err on the side of caution than risk offending her. There you have it on this video, how to become an attractive man every woman wants. I didn't mention physical looks because honestly, as much as they matter, women are necessarily not drawn by them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, let us know your thoughts.